Good to go? Okay. It's so weird looking up at the camera.
Okay.
Sorry, I like my head. I feel... How's it going, everybody? Welcome to an episode of Back in the Day. KPS Wrestling, Kick Punch Stomp. We did two of these audio only, but we're going to start doing some video styles. Accompanied with John now.
John Flip Barber.
Because John wasn't...
Stole it this time.
Flip, baby.
Dylan Fleury.
Taz?
Yeah.
Taz is on the card.
The Taz. I'm the Taz.
Tasmaniac.
No, just the Taz.
But anyway, we're going to review WrestleMania 17.
I was getting to it.
WrestleMania 17.
Yeah, WrestleMania X-7, actually.
Yeah.
You just...
X-7, exactly.
Yeah,
I was
so-
giving you the chance to do it.
X-17.
I flipped it for
I
you
gotta-
so that you could be
that's
right
a-
when
that's
we
a
were
chop.
on camera.
That's a chop. You fucked it up. It's a chop.
I give you the opportunity to be right on camera, and this is what I
Yeah,
got.
I was berating you, so we know
that's true.
who's in charge here.
We have a fun back and forth.
Yeah, it's WrestleMania X-7, 17. 2001 took place.
Classic.
Yeah.
Probably
Houston at the Astrodome.
considered one of the better WrestleManias of all time.
Not bad.
Yeah, I think so, because there was a few...
Some
yeah,
great-ass matches.
quick thing. It had, at the time, my favorite Taker match.
Yeah.
Taker Triple H.
Taker
love that
Triple
match.
H is, among the better Taker matches.
Mhm.
Like, that's one of my
Three
favorite
solids.
matches ever.
Three solid matches, yeah.
One of my favorite matches ever is their Hell in a Cell match. Like,
Yeah.
such a damn good story.
Don't know why I was in Hell in a Cell, but it was a good story.
Because you had to. It was like
I know.
Wasn't it the second? I think it was like the
It was-
second or third time.
I think it was the blow-off one.
It was
Yeah,
the-
this was the
end
original
of an era.
Yeah.
one that was just like Triple H challenging, the streak and everything like that. But we'll get there.
Yeah, we'll
We'll
build
start
to
at the top of the card like we did with the other ones.
So there was 12 matches. I'm gonna try to guess who won the matches.
Yeah.
Try to get 8 out of 12. We don't know what's gonna happen if I lose. I'll let you guys.
Three
pick my
chops.
fate.
Yeah. I'm gonna
3
say-
chops.
I'm gonna say chest chops. You just introduced chops, so
Oh,
we're gonna go with chops.
you're gonna chest chop me.
Yeah.
A chop is just like a.
No, we're going to give you one of these, man.
Yeah, sure. I'll let you do that if I don't get 8 out of 12.
8 out of 12. That's what we're
I gotta
saying.
get
8 out of
8
12.
right.
Okay.
At least 8 right.
There were 12 matches on the card.
Yeah, I gotta get at least 8.
Which is
right.
like, with Manias now that are like 4.5, almost 5 hours, 6 with the pre-show and all that shit. Like 12 doesn't seem like, it still seems like a lot.
Well, that is
Personally,
like,
sure.
I remember we talked about before. Like they used to do a lot of matches per pay-per-views. Now like 6 is the norm.
Because they got longer, right? Like,
Yeah.
back then it was like 10 minutes max for an undercard
That's
match.
that's the thing. Yeah, matches. Yeah, if you got 10 minutes, you got lucky, right? Like,
Yeah,
it-
Like
Sure.
work rate was not at all a thing. Like you look at this card and there's 4 matches out of 12 went over 10 minutes.
How long was the Rock Awesome one? 20?
Half hour,
18? It was
basically.
half hour.
28
28
minutes and
minutes.
8 seconds.
That's a long time.
So it went on for a while. But like most of the things are 2, 3 minutes, 7 minutes. It's just
Weird,
like
eh?
Good matches, but yeah.
quick matches, but
Quick,
nobody
yeah.
got the time to do anything back
No,
then.
it was all just spots. Well, not so
Yeah.
much like spots, but just
Just like the gimmicks.
There were
they
there were
showed
like a
off.
few dudes that actually got to work. Like this has a Kurt Angle, Chris Benoit match. Which,
Oh.
I mean, that's like about as good as it
So
friggin'
great.
gets from
Yeah.
this era.
Yeah.
It's seriously about as good as it gets. Like those two were magic
Oh,
together.
they're amazing,
Every
yeah.
damn time was absolute magic.
Ultimate submission.
Oh my god! And like, so just by the nature of that, those two are they got 14 minutes.
which
And-
seems so short too. They easily
Yeah.
could have went way longer.
Oh, yeah.
20. Give them 20 nowadays.
40,
right?
half an
Oh,
hour.
they'd get half an hour nowadays.
Mhm.
I think so.
This is
Like
an
they
awesome
just.
chance.
How long was that Finn AJ match? That was like
I think
15,
it
wasn't it?
was.
That was only 15, yeah.
What? I thought that was in the 20s.
No, I don't think so. They were saving it, man. They were saving
Yeah,
it.
true.
But like it's just like that's a really memorable match, and
Mhm.
this Mania has a lot of memorable things.
For sure.
What was,
Unlike
the past few Manias, as we've been
Yeah.
talking about.
To be clear, I did not watch this when it aired because I don't know how old I was, but the first Mania,
2001?
the first Mania I watched was 03, Mr. Leisner.
Oh, the one
Briggs.
with Regal against Tajiri?
You don't even test me. They got bumped.
Inside
Him
joke.
and Lance Storm
Inside
got
joke.
bumped from the pre-show.
Aw,
Interesting story for me on this
I hate
one.
when people get bumped.
Well, I don't know if this. I think 2000 might not have been the first one I watched, but I remember reading about it. This might have been the first one I watched. Interesting. But it sucks because it was on so late, so I had to go to bed.
Yeah.
But we taped it. And my stepmom's brother was over to watch it. And the next morning before school, I threw it on to watch the Rock Austin match. Yep. And he's on the couch. And as the Rock's walking out, he's like, it's such a shame he lost. I'm like...
Did you kill him?
Oh, I was so God. Mad. I was only 9. But...
Not cool.
If I could have killed him.
I was like, who does that?
Not cool, man.
Who does that?
You shouldn't have done that.
I was pissed.
Shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, that guy was a dick.
That was... this was around like the height of my watching. Like... way back then. Like this is a pretty big Mania. I started watching Mania 12.
Okay.
Which would be the Iron Man match with Bret Hart and
Shawn Michaels.
Shawn Michaels.
No, nice.
Which was a kind of weird way to start because it was like an hour and kind of slow. But you know,
yeah,
it did.
I mean, if you know you like wrestling, if you can chill with that.
So I was like, teenager. It was perfect. This was for me. The Attitude Era was basically marketed to me. As an impressionable teen.
Not for an 11-year-old, but I still got into it.
As a baby, it was marketed specifically towards me. All the tits and ass.
Yeah,
yes,
like,
definitely.
Yeah.
You started you out right, buddy.
You got to tell kids when you're 8 to suck it. Not knowing why.
Of course, I
did that all the time too.
Was that big around schoolyard?
In 06, when they came back, I got my DX shirt taken away because it said Vince loves cock on it.
That was the whole point of that.
Basically.
Sucking wasn't big in my school, but we did it anyways.
Oh, of course.
Nobody knew what it was, but we just told people to suck it. It was more about my friends.
Well, it was nice. I didn't have to stay up late for this because he was out west. They came on at 5.
No, goddamn you.
Instead of 8.
That's it was too late for me.
So grow up out west, kids. You can watch sports a lot easier.
There you go. I could also share your story about recording WrestleMania. What was Lesnar and Angle?
That was 19.
Yeah, I got a good story about that one too, but we'll get to it when
we'll save that one for back in the day.
Okay, so what was the first match?
First match is X Factor.
Yo, you dealing with the X Factor?
Is that X-Pac and Just Incredible?
It was.
Yes.
I got everything I ever wanted.
With Albert. Not Prince Albert at the time, just Albert. He was shortened by then. Against
Matt Bloom, as we call him.
Grandmaster Sexay.
Yes.
And Steve Blackman.
The greatest tag team of all time.
That was a tag team?
I don't remember this at all.
They were called Black Sexy.
No. I was going to say.
Sexy Black.
Sexy Black.
Steve Blackman and Grandmaster Sexay. I mean, like, was Scotty 2 Hotty hurt? Or in rehab or something?
What happened to Head
I feel
Cheese,
like they did a lot of random tag teams like that every now and then.
I find like I have little recall for like mid and low card in this era, like because it was so friggin' random, and they just smashed so much shit together that I just it all just seemed like a giant car wreck.
D'Lo Brown, all those things.
D'Lo Brown.
D'Lo paralyzed.
You remember these guys for like their height? Like, of course I remember Grandmaster Sexay, but obviously it's too cool.
Oh, the sexy leg drop.
Yeah, and Rikishi and everything.
Nobody holds a candle to Scotty, hardest working man.
Did you know
they still make money off that gimmick?
Yeah,
to this day.
Was I don't know if it was Scotty John and Grandmaster Sexy, but I think Grandmaster Sexy was in a tag team called Too Far at one point.
I don't remember that.
I saw it in a video. I don't know if they ever like actually did anything past the dark matches, but they were apparently supposed to be like a gay tag team, and they were like
Billy and
heels.
Chuck?
No, they were heels for being gay back in the 90s.
Oh,
like that was their gimmick. They were called Too Far, but
I
don't think it made it past the dark match stage.
I don't remember it. I'll tell you that.
I don't think it ever aired because they clearly were like somebody was like
that's a little much.
They're not heels.
That's a little much. Yeah,
it's Toby from The Office.
But yeah, and wait, and that's Grandmaster Sexy's Jerry Lawler's kid, right?
Oh yeah,
the worst ever, Brian Lawler. There you go, baby.
Terrible man.
So I'm gonna guess this right now. X Factor definitely won.
You got it.
First one down. X Factor.
1-1.
The team with an actual name. What a surprise.
I honestly don't remember the match.
How long did it go?
2 minutes.
2 minutes
and 46 seconds.
It was on Heat, bro.
Was it on Heat?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Yeah.
So it's a quick back and forth. Whatever. Who gives a shit? Pop the crowd match.
Exactly.
Do the dance.
Who gives a shit?
Steve Blackman definitely didn't want to do the dance, and they were like, "Oh, Steve."
That's true.
Did it end by DQ, or Steve just used his nunchucks or his kendo sticks?
There were like 2 broken kendo sticks. They were like really short.
So yeah, I'm sure it was fun for what it was.
The 2 minute throw run.
Yeah, on Heat though.
On Heat, baby.
Yeah,
matches were like, oh my god, they were the worst though.
Yeah,
like
this was like Jobber Central, right?
Oh yeah,
Velocity was Jobber Central.
That was my shit, man.
Heat was
Velocity was dope.
He was bad if it wasn't before the pay-per-view. Like they had Heat.
It was just a recap.
Sunday Night Heat.
Yeah,
it was
no,
a recap show.
they'd have a dark match. Like they'd have their. They'd usually do the one match before Raw or whatever, and that would go on Sunday Night Heat like the next week, and it would just be a nothing fucking throwaway squash job match.
I remember they used to also show like highlights on Sunday Night Heat, but anytime there was like chair shots, they would cut away from them. It was weird.
I remember that too.
Yeah,
You'd hear the sound. They cut to the crowd. Yeah,
it was weird.
Yeah,
that is weird.
I remember that.
Don't know why.
Not encouraging violence. Just young impressionable children.
But so only kids are watching Sunday Night Heat, but they're not watching Raw.
Yeah.
Yeah. Heat was
that was the hope,
G-rated.
right? That was the hope, was that like the kids would watch like the family friendly PG edited Sunday show instead of the violent, TNA.
Come on.
The implied violence, not the
the implied violence.
It's the implication.
Whereas Undertaker was like crucifying people, literally.
Oh hell yeah, baby.
All right, so I guess the opening match then on the card was William Regal and Chris Jericho.
My personal favorite match.
It was for the WWF Intercontinental Championship.
I know. I'm pretty sure I recently watched this match because I was going to rewatch the pay-per-view. But I feel it might be the wrong match.
I feel like you should. I feel like you should know also that Jericho is the champ. Going into the match.
I feel like the match I watched, if it was this one, Regal won.
Is that your final answer? Lock it in. Lock it in.
Now I want to change it.
No, you can't. You gotta lock it in, man.
Well, I could change it if I didn't lock it in. Yeah, I'll lock it in. Regal.
Yeah.
Wrong.
I knew it was wrong.
You think Chris Jericho is going to lose WrestleMania to fucking William Regal?
Back in 2001, sure.
Maybe.
I mean, Regal was never as big as he should have been.
Did he ever have the IC title? He had the European title.
Regal had the IC title, yeah.
He did?
Actually, the year before or next year, he had the title.
Was it at 2003 where he won?
I'll kill you. It was pre-Tanjiri tag team, which was also the greatest tag team ever.
Yeah. I love William Regal. The guy was always great.
What match did I watch where he used his fucking brass knuckles?
I think that was
literally
from
every
next
match
year.
for 2.5 years that he was in.
Next year's Mania.
He that was his gimmick for like a few years there.
Yeah,
it was like every match he would end with his
the
brass knuckles
power of
and
the punch.
trunks.
Junks,
Yeah.
They put it in the game and it looks so stupid because he didn't put anything on. He was just like...
The best is when he tries to get it. Like, he can't get it out or back in before the ref sees. He's always like,
his trunks.
Don't turn around yet, ref.
It's so funny.
Full of pennies, man.
It's just Regal.
When he was the real man, William Regal with the axe.
He's a man.
He's a real man's man.
Survivor Series, Deadly Games. That's the first time I ever saw him. I was like, who's this guy?
He's
a man's man?
I saw him like briefly, I think, in WCW, but like not much. He was like a mid-carder there. They didn't really do anything with him.
Oh, hell yeah.
And like WWE did way more with William Regal than WCW ever did, but I think he deserved better than both.
He's still like
I think the problem was he was great in the ring, but I didn't get into his character. He didn't really have.
He was like the funniest, weirdest, dumbest character ever. He was like this.
But you didn't get him for his man phase when I got him. I was like, who's this man?
Okay, that is terrible. But like him in like 03 with like Tanjiri and Eugene. The Eugene thing was great.
Still not. You don't see him as a top guy. I never saw him as a top.
It was me, sunshine.
It was me alone. I fucking love him.
No, he's like he probably could have been more, but he's got kind of a weird body, and
he was always kind of fat looking.
Yeah,
like tinier legs.
He's got that.
He's British.
He's that strongman, English, British strongman body.
It's a large torso.
I kind of looked like a barrel with sticks on me. You know, kind of thing. Yeah. And like in England, he's a freaking legend. Like that guy is legitimately seen as a legend. But over here, it's just. He never really got there.
No.
He could have. He was a good enough talker and worker, but I don't know if he looked the part for North America.
That's a lot of guys, man, back then. A lot of guys who were good talkers, good workers, just never...
Fit Finley, same thing.
Yeah, Lance Storm. He was great, man.
Lance Storm. Was Lance Storm good on the mic?
No.
See,
I would love to say that he was.
But he wasn't good.
I would love to say that he was, but it was when he was doing his Let Me Be Serious gimmick. Can I be serious for a moment? Yeah. That was pretty good. But he's like he's a one note guy, man. Like
still so good.
I love Lance. Shouts to Lance. He's great, man.
Watch our podcast, Lance, please.
All right, so
how's he gonna know to watch it if he's not watching you call him out on the podcast?
We'll tweet him and we'll say at John Barber.
I'll buy his fucking T-shirt that he has to watch.
I did buy your T-shirt back in the day, Lance, in like 2004 or some shit.
God bless you, sir.
I didn't like Lance.
Don't blame Canada, blame yourself. I bought that shirt.
I love that. Did it come out right after the South Park movie?
Yeah,
that's cool.
He jumped off that gimmick.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
it was good. It was a nice shirt, man. It was red, a maple leaf, Lance Storm's writing on it. It's good. Yeah.
Generic, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's shit.
So Chris Jericho won. Like you said, probably a good. How long? 7 minutes.
Yep.
It was a really fun match from what I remember.
Good, yeah, good back and forth. Right?
There was a tease for the knuckle spot, and then I think Jericho just did.
Tease stuff.
He went with a lion salt or something, right?
Yep.
He wasn't like doing the crab as much.
Yeah.
Oh, was it Jericho?
I call it the crab.
The lion tamer. I call it the lion tamer.
He never did that lion tamer. He did it like twice, didn't he? It was always just the shitty Boston crab.
You knew there's a few times
when he
pulled out the lion
cranks it
tamer.
up is the lion tamer.
No, the lion tamer is when he has the knee in the back.
Yeah,
like the
knee in the neck. Man.
That too, yeah.
That's the lion tamer.
Yeah,
like that's what he always used to pull in WCW.
Yeah.
It was never this weak ass crab.
He was
it was
lion
always
right?
that fucking
dope,
that high tight crab.
Yeah.
And like without that, it's just a Boston crab to me.
Rick
Yeah,
Martel's
or like
finisher.
you said, unless he really sits on your back when he does it.
Even that, it's not like it's not the same. Not the same. That's what got him over, man. It's that crank and submission move in WCW. Johnny, you take the next one.
All right, so next we got my personal favorite match in the card. Taz and APA.
That's bold.
Versus Right to Censor, Bull Buchanan, the Good Father, and Val Venus.
The Good Father.
Good father?
The Good Father.
The Gouda Father?
With it's the Steve Gutenberg Father. With Steven Richards. I loved Right to Censor.
Wait, was Val Venus called Val Venus at that time, or was he somebody else?
That was the weird part. He never changed his name.
He didn't go to Sean Morley for that?
No, he didn't.
He went to Sean Morley later, but he
When
didn't
he
do
was
it for this.
commissioner,
That's fucking dumb.
It was really dumb.
Right to Censor definitely won. Am I wrong again?
Sounds like a final answer, so I'm locking it in.
You're wrong
No!
again.
Why would Right to Censor
Taz
win
and
that?
APA, it's a face.
Yeah, but I mean that seems like they were getting their push back then.
You're one for 3 right now, so you're gonna have to crank this up if you're not gonna get chopped in the chest.
By me.
Should I?
Yeah.
I have strangely big
Taz
hands.
Taz was another one of those guys that kind of like, I really wish he was like 4 inches taller, because he was a badass. But as soon as you put him, he looked like a super badass in ECW and like a monster and shit. But then as soon as you put him in WWE he's like up to everybody's shoulder and he kind of looked cute.
This is actually to scale.
I'm gonna wrestle you to the ground.
Like it was like
He's just like a dog humping your leg.
He was like an actual pit bull, like
A dog
trying
choking
to
you
fight
out.
with like I don't know, much larger dogs.
Yeah.
And it just like he could suplex dudes to death, but it just never seemed real enough.
Amen.
It's
not the size of the dog in the fight. It's the size of the fight in the dog.
They
more like
never
the
let him
bulldog.
do anything either. It was like that classic WWE
Dang.
move where they would buy
Dang.
top dudes and turn them into medium dudes.
Oh, best debut ever, then just straight downhill. It was
Yep.
like as soon as he stood next to someone that wasn't, because Kurt's not that tall. Like he's tall enough.
He's shorter than Kurt, eh?
Yeah, like fuck.
Oh yeah, no, he's like Chad Gable height.
I think he might be smaller. I think he's like 5'5".
No, we should do too.
Chad
We should
Gable's
totally
5'6".
Jack thing he does in his podcast where we what is it? He gets people to like make promos and he judges them.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna make a promo, yeah, right? Okay, it's my Taz impression. How you
Hey
doing?
man, shouts to Taz for keeping that money rolling in.
Yeah, good for him.
For
Taz.
like he had to retire real early because of his friggin' neck.
Yeah, he
everything.
did the commentary.
He was pretty good at commentary. Side note, I enjoyed his commentary. Him and Michael Cole, classic. That's my team.
It got a
Your
little
commentary
tired.
team?
Got a little
Yeah.
tired in
So sad.
TNA, but
Oh
Yeah,
my god,
TNA 's
yeah.
brutal. There's TNA where they're in the booth and they show them in the booth like recording but then they talk about like we're here live at TNA.
they're not even there.
Yeah, it's like you just showed us you were there.
They're so bad. But
Here at
they're-
ringside.
Dim.
They're now a Toronto company, so we're gonna try
Yeah,
to be
it's
friends
crazy,
of.
eh?
We're trying to be friends of TNA.
Is it
Impact.
No, it's Impact, right? Yeah.
It's Impact.
Impact.
Zone.
Impact.
They just call the Zone.
Who knows? Let's let all the legal stuff settle out, and then we'll see what it's called.
We'll go back in the zone.
Impact, Global Force, been a lot of things lately.
I'm calling it the Zone. regardless.
They've had like 18 different belts. They made all new belts for Global Force, and they had to go back to the old belts.
That's hilarious.
Just use the NWA ones. They're not that much money.
All right.
So yeah, crank it up, buddy. Crank it up.
Does anyone remember anything about this match?
Kind of. Yes. So this is a triple threat
We
for
really need to
the.
rewatch these before we do them.
This is more fun. Triple threat for the hardcore championship.
Oh shit.
Oh, I thought you. Sorry. I thought you were talking about the 6-man. I was like, what?
Oh no, we moved past
triple
that.
threat for the hardcore. This isn't fair because anybody can just come in. Did
Well-
somebody in the match win?
Yes.
Yes.
They won. Okay.
Yes.
Was
Big
it?
Show.
Was it?
Let us
You
tell
want
you
to
who
keep
it is.
guessing,
Is it
or you want to
Raven?
set up the match?
Let us tell who it is. God damn it.
Big Show, Kane,
Oh!
Raven.
Raven is champion.
I remember this match distinctly. I love this match. This is the one where Raven almost murders Kane with the
so good. He almost puts the power
I think
out.
Raven almost dies in this too. Like Raven almost dies in this match too.
Well, yeah. Oh, well, no, they almost cut out the entire power from the show because he went into the side.
Yeah.
Oh, this isn't good because
He almost got electrocuted too.
I feel like I know
that
who
spot.
won, but I don't. I know it's between Kane or Raven, and I'm really worried because I remember it ends with like they do shit off the stage.
It was 9 minutes, if that helps you.
Surprised me at all for hardcore.
Oh,
match.
9 minutes? Oh, yes.
Let's read the tables here, man.
So let's just run through it, and then I'm going to see if I can work through it and get it. There's a lot of backstage stuff in this.
The golf carts.
Raven got thrown through a wall. That was great. Golf carts were the best.
Yeah.
This is probably one of my favorite hardcore matches that I remember.
I loved hardcore matches. They were super fun.
Yeah, they were just insane.
I just wanted fun for my wrestling.
Yeah.
At this age, I just wanted it to be fun.
Yeah.
And that shit was always fun. It was guaranteed fun.
All right. God, this is so scary because I want to say Raven retains.
Final answer?
Yeah. No, was it Kane?
Kane!
God damn
It
it!
was Kane!
I'm so bad at this. I think I have to get all the next ones right.
You do. You have to run the table now.
Kane
be
does
fair.
I think Kane did like a leg drop off of the stage or something, like after he put him through it.
Yeah, he leg dropped both of them. It was pretty good.
Yeah.
The big Kane, like, just falling.
How
fat
sure
guy
are we
leg drop.
of Wikipedia's answer?
100% Dylan.
That's so frustrating.
This page was made in
trust-
2001.
You can trust Wikipedia, man.
That's because I remember this match and I remember how it ends. That's so frustrating.
Dude, it's a shame.
I thought Raven crawled out with the win.
Well, Raven was like a 24-time hardcore champion, so he probably won it back like a couple hours later.
I wonder if anybody won it later that night.
No,
I don't
no, as far as I
think
can
was
remember.
this pre or
I don't know.
was this pre 24/7
I don't
or
know.
post? Do
I
you
think it was
remember?
post. Crash Alley was 2000, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, because I think the 24/7 rule came into effect after that Battle Royal at the
That's right.
Mania. Yeah.
You're right. From the last back in the day,
Yes.
Mania that we did.
Oh,
Ew. Full circle.
God damn it, that's so frustrating.
All right, Johnny.
I do like that match though.
Match number 5.
Right. This is one you definitely won't remember what happened. Eddie Guerrero versus Test for the European Championship.
Oh no, I have
The
no
champion
idea.
is Test. That's your we'll hint there.
Which is kind of wild to begin with.
But I'll take European champion for Test.
Can I just say first, RIP to both these guys.
Yeah, man.
Oh fuck, Test is dead.
Yeah,
It's
Is he still dead though?
A wild match.
Check the Twitter. Is he still dead?
Oh my god, there is a Twitter.
Is
That's right.
Test still dead?
Is Test still dead?
Have you not seen that?
No.
Somebody just tweets every day. Is Test still dead?
That's amazing.
It's very dark, man.
We're gonna put a link to that in the video.
Yeah.
I think one of my buddies' cousin knew Test or something like that.
No way.
I remember
Andrew Martin, the Punisher.
there's this fan account that runs Canyon. Remember Canyon from WCW?
Who better than Canyon?
Who better than Canyon?
I thought that was Conan.
No.
I thought Conan said who better than Conan.
No.
You should have said I thought Conan said who better than Canyon.
Who the hell's Canyon?
Somebody runs a Twitter account as if they were Canyon.
But who's Canyon?
Chris Canyon. Who better than Canyon?
I'm
Do you
just
remember-
picturing Conan.
Okay, for everybody else who knows who Chris
I'm
Canyon
just picturing
is,
Conan.
there's a Twitter account
You sure
that
it
runs
wasn't
as
Conan
though...
going as Canyon?
Yes.
Conan was not in any company at this point. I think he went
It
to.
tweets as though Chris Canyon's still alive
Okay.
and still active today. And I said something about Canyon and he tweeted at me and I was
That's
like,
great.
it was creepy as shit. And I was like, aren't you dead? He's like, don't believe everything you see.
Oh, Canyon's dead?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
That too.
This guy pretending.
Rest
He's
in
very
peace.
dead.
Okay, so this test account, is it just some random guy who does it? Or is it like a guy who's
No, it's
test?
Chris Canyon. Or no, it's Test.
No, I'm saying the test one. Because we should totally create a test account and tweet that guy back. Be like, nah, fam, I'm good.
No.
I'd be down. I
Wow.
do. I love Test. You know, 06
The joke's
run.
out there now, though, unless you edit this
That's
out.
true. Plus
No,
OSW does
because
it.
that somebody will see it and be like, hey, I remember
Hey.
So, boy.
okay,
Inside.
god damn it. I want to say Eddie Guerrero.
Final?
Yeah.
Hey!
Yes! It's a good moment because Tess was definitely a heel and Eddie gets his moment.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
also-
actually, was Eddie part of the Radicals right now? This was post Invasion. Was he still with the Radicals?
No,
Or
they
no, that was
broke
the
up pretty quick.
2000.
No, I don't think so, because like the other Radicals
This
aren't
was
on the card. I don't see
This
Saturn
was
or
pre-invasion,
Malenko.
dude.
He was with China.
Dude, this is pre-invasion.
Yeah, but the Radicals came before the invasion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
But they weren't part of. They weren't the Radicals when the invasion started. I don't think.
No.
Oh no, I guess not. Yeah.
Because I don't think they were all on that side.
Yeah, but Malenko and Saturn aren't on this card at all. So it would have had. That's when they showed up at first. First was Benoit, Guerrero.
Yeah, it was cool. They were in the crowd.
Yeah, so for them to be here at all, it had to be post Radicals. So
true. Yeah.
There you go.
So what am I 2 for 5?
R.I.P. Radicals.
I should be 3 for
Christ,
5.
man. Saturn's still around. Malenko's still around.
Perry Saturn is
like
in fact still alive with a face tattoo.
He's doing a Kickstarter for a documentary right now.
Oh man, is it about Moppy?
Might be.
If it's about Moppy, I'll
He
donate.
hates Moppy, man. He wanted to wear a dress more than he wanted to do Moppy. He was like, I pitched a dress thing. They didn't take it. They gave me the mop thing.
Cool, because clearly Moppy is better than him wearing a dress.
I would have liked him wearing a dress.
Well, what's
Saturn in WCW was excellent, and then in WWE, he had a mop and a dress.
Okay, but we realized that if he wore a dress, that's just Sister Abigail, right? So, pitching a new idea, give Bray Wyatt Moppy.
Why do you hate Bray Wyatt?
Give him a scythe, but
No,
call it
over
scythe.
Perry
Bray
Saturn and Moppy were?
I'm into
They
the
were,
scythe
weren't they like
thing
tag
way
team
more.
champions?
I'm into the scythe thing way more. Make him
Call
like
it scythe.
evil.
Scythe?
Like, do you know the Grim Reaper thing? Bray Wyatt can have one of that with a
The
wig
long,
on it.
like the long Grim
With a
Reaper.
face on
And he
it?
can, he can walk
Sure, it's
around.
called Scythe.
Sure, if you want to have a face
No,
on
just
it.
make it Moppy. Make Perry Saturn come back and be like, Bray, here's
It's
Moppy.
been done.
Yeah, it's Perry Saturn.
I never want to
bequeaths him Moppy.
It's a whole.
He bequeaths him
It's
Moppy.
just a whole joke where he was like, "Oh, I could wrestle a mop," and then they made him do it for like 2 years.
Yes, and they're tag team champs, I want to say.
Oh, Jesus.
If they were,
I
10
hope you
points.
never get the book. I'll tell you that right now.
So many Moppies.
You ruin everybody.
No, this would. I'm gonna create Moppy in 2K. Put him in a tag.
Just use the Summer Rae one and just screw it down
It's
a
like
little bit.
white dreadlocks, right? There you go.
White dreadlocks and just a stick figure.
There you go.
So he's tag team part of the Tiki Man.
I like to say too that Test is basically just like Cass 10 years ago.
Oh god,
Man, that's so true, right?
Like-
Big boots, stuff
But,
like
like,
that.
better,
Shit,
though.
they look exactly the same. Too.
Yeah.
Like it's just they
Except he
always
doesn't have those cool glasses with the star
or the mesh shirt.
the diamond.
Don't you? He might.
The diamond.
He's gonna come back with like a bit of a repackage, I imagine, right? With probably some sort of long leather duster.
More than just giant tape on his arm.
yeah, man.
Test. This is a test. It comes out to him. He's just,
That
Test.
fucking theme was terrible.
Test.
Oh my god.
I showed that to Aiden. He's like, what does he say? What's the test?
What's this?
What?
Did you say testing?
Test was also one of the worst names I think anyone said. What the fuck was that about?
It should have been
Test?
Andrew the Punisher Martin, like he was in TNA.
His name's Andrew Martin. Where do you get Test out of that? Like,
Because it was back in the 90s, man, where everybody had a gimmick name.
He just got a
So
tryout, and they were like, "We're gonna test you out," and he's like, "That's perfect." and then they did the thing, and it was
Oh
like,
my
test,
God.
test.
Can we do a? Oh, we got to do a. Not so much. We can do a segment or something, but it's how wrestlers got their names.
Yeah.
in the 90s.
We play the wrestlers.
well,
Yeah,
I mean,
we reenact it.
we already bypassed Prince Albert on here, but I mean that one's pretty clear. No,
You want to go the route of the penis?
well that's literally what it is.
Yeah,
Prince
right?
Albert, really?
You
That's
didn't know
what
Prince
penis-
Albert was
that's what
a
penis piercing is.
Yeah, piercing on your penis.
Really?
That was a very, very open joke there for
Oh,
several
I
years.
didn't know.
I honestly,
Aiden
I
told me.
just found that out now.
Yeah.
I had never thought about piercing.
I didn't know at the
scrotum
time.
before.
I found out later, and I was like,
Yeah.
he was penis piercing all the time, Ah, that's
Good
cool. I was like
jokes.
13 when I watched that. That doesn't feel creepy at all. But yeah, so let's see. I'm getting back to it.
Yeah, next
Past
match.
the
Yeah,
rest
we
in
went on our
peace-
test
Past the
run.
rest in peace match. So we have the match we discussed in the preamble.
I wish you could DLC test in 2K18.
Well, it's uncomfortable.
You
Why?
can do.
Eddie Guerrero's in the game.
He has a better history.
It's true.
Like
Test has a
way
good
more-
history.
Test won more European championships than Eddie Guerrero. He should be in the game.
He won, dude. He was part of TNA. That
Test was,
the best
Test was a
tag team
flash in the pan, and I'm pretty sure he actually dated Steph, didn't he?
Flash in
Yeah,
the
he
pan.
did.
So,
He's called Test the Flash in the pan.
yeah. If you're
day,
comparing
sir.
him to Eddie
Good
Guerrero,
day.
True
to
enough.
No, I'm just saying they both
you
died.
didn't even get the mic
I
off.
just said they both died and they're both in the game. Anyways, Test should be in the game. I'm gonna campaign for that.
He's
What's
already
next
in the
match?
game. His name's been
Test?
Cass.
All right, next match. Yes.
Yeah, next, the match we were talking about in the preamble, Kurt Angle, Chris Benoit.
Wow, this is not good because I don't know this one.
Well, it's hard too because like those guys traded a lot.
I know.
Like
and
I
it was
don't
for
even
the,
remember what
was
their
it for a belt?
no, just a straight up fucking who's better than the other singles match.
God.
And it's like they traded their whole careers too. And I think they ended up like 5-4, you know, in like
Yeah.
10 matches
Okay,
with a draw.
So I'm what 2-5. and I need to get.
You need to get all of them right from this point on.
Can we?
No, you're 2 and 3.
What?
2 and 3 because you got 3 wrong, 2 right out of 5 so far.
So I'm 2 for 5.
Yes. 2. Oh, I think you meant 2 and 5.
Oh no,
Not 2 out of 5.
If you get one more
So
wrong,
you're 2 out of 5. Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
You actually have one. He has one more wrong one to give.
Okay. Oh, nice.
One more.
Okay. Then I'm not too worried about because I was gonna be like, can I skip this one? But
Oh, by the way, no skips.
No
No
skips.
skipsies.
No, I was
No
gonna come back.
skipsies.
No, I was gonna come back to it first to create tension because
I
if
know
I just got it wrong, then we know that I'm already wrong.
We're gonna build
I know this is
And
your game.
I wasn't gonna
but-
skip it. I was gonna just come back to it.
I see.
Because
No,
I wanted to.
even that, I don't think you should be putting pins in
But
things.
why not?
I don't know. We're making
Whatever,
up
I'll
rules.
guess,
here.
I'll
We're just
guess,
making
okay.
up games and rules.
Let's do this. Let's talk about the match here. Do you guys remember it all?
No, not this one specifically. I mean, like all of them were top friggin' notch for sure.
It started with like a lot of mat wrestling, and people were like, "Oh, okay."
That's like
and then
every
it got
Kurt Angle match,
so
pretty much.
fucking good.
Yeah.
Like I remember it being
think so.
great. I remember their
That
ultimate
classic one
submission.
where they're
was-
always the one guy gets him on the ground and then like switches over to the head position. Yeah.
I like the head scissors and then like kick up one.
Yeah.
The Eddie Guerrero was classic at that.
I think like this is one of those ones that you felt like it was gonna end about 5 minutes before it did, and it just kind of kept going back and forth,
Which is great.
back and forth, and like tightening and tension going up.
So let's break this down. 2001.
Break it down.
Benoit and Kurt Angle. I feel like
Was this their first match together? Also, do we know that?
I
think so.
maybe at a pay-per-view, but probably not one-on-one total. They probably had matches on like SmackDown and stuff.
I bet you they had dozens over the years, but
Yeah.
like they
I
probably
wanna
went
say-
Their
first
first
for a
legit
while.
match, I guess.
I feel like it's Mania. You want the good guy to win, but also Kurt Angle. It's Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle won. Am I right? Was it Kurt? Final answer? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you.
Okay, yeah. You gave it away.
Why?
Because I said I feel like the good guy should win, and you.
The good
chuckled.
guy. I was wondering who was the good guy, and then I actually
come on,
thought.
Well,
and then
I
actually thought,
misread it.
is he calling Benoit the bad guy because
In
of all the
life.
murder and
Yeah.
stuff? Like that was my reaction. So you might have read it properly to guess properly.
Yeah.
It was like this.
I feel like I probably should have said heel and face.
Yeah.
Not the
It was like
good guy.
Well, when we're talking
Who's the
about
saint?
Benoit, and you say bad guy. I mean,
Hey man.
I'm not getting into any conspiracy corner about that. He's a bad man.
It's Kevin
Officially a
Dunn.
Did you
bad
say Kevin Dunn? It was Kevin Sullivan.
Sullivan.
Kevin Dunn killed this.
Kevin Dunn killed nothing but joy on a
Hi,
WWE
guys.
broadcast.
I'm here to kill your
Anyways,
wife.
Yeah, somebody else said. Anyways, okay, yes, I got it. Yes, I'm still in the game. So yeah, I feel like that was definitely. So who did I say won? Kurt Angle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like he probably ankle lock Benoit tapped.
I
Was
think
it
I
submission?
don't remember. Doesn't say.
just regular, yeah.
So next.
All right, another one of my personal favorite matches on the card: China versus
Victoria?
Right to Censor's Ivory.
Oh,
Champion is Ivory, women's championship match.
Ivory was great, by the way.
I
back
did
in the
like
day.
her.
She was like one of those actual workers. Like
Her, Molly Holly, and
Yeah.
like,
Well,
Lita
that's the
Face,
crazy
kind of.
thing, man.
Yeah.
Like back in that day, they had women who could
Victoria.
wrestle. They just never got a chance to wrestle,
Victoria was
right?
fucking
Yeah.
great.
But like she was one of the good ones, man. Like I remember hearing stories about her backstage too, and she was like a force backstage. She took part in wrestlers court a few times
cool.
and shit, which like wasn't
Fuck
they
yeah.
didn't really like women were usually involved in wrestler court. You know, she like complained about
Breaking
Triple H and
barriers.
stuff, and like apparently her and Triple H have beef, and that's why she hasn't been around. But she sounds like a very strong personality, you know, and in that kind of world, like in that time, you
That
kind of
kind
have
of
to
Was she against him being a necrophiliac?
probably.
No, she
I
actually
think
came
we
up
all
with that
were. Weren't we all?
She's like, what have you folk that did bad? Have you set up?
Oh, right to censor.
Right to
But-
censor. Those guys were the worst, man.
Yeah.
They ruined because I was like 11,
Yeah.
and there's times where it's like the cat comes out. She's like, "I'm gonna get naked," and then she gets her top and she's about to get it off, and they towel her. I'm like, no.
Well, especially
I'm
they
so
did it-
erect.
They did it with like all of the guys who were like Val Venus, who was porn star, and like Steven Richards was in ECW and shit, and like The Godfather, obviously,
Was a pimp.
you know.
Yeah, it was a pimp.
So it was like all these guys that were like,
Bo Buchanan was
characters.
just a complete, like, he just had his penis out every week for this. He was like just knocking it around, slapping fans in the face with it. They're like, we're gonna
no
censor
luxury
this guy.
tattoos. Bo
Need a
Buchanan,
Prince Albert.
SWAT gear originator.
So
Bo
good.
Buchanan.
I thought it was Big Boss Man.
Yeah, but he taught Bo Buchanan. No, Big Boss Man was kind of like a cop.
No, but Big Boss Man rocked the right.
Kind of like
he did.
yeah, eventually.
Yeah,
but
in
like,
the Truth Commission.
Yeah, but at first he was just a cop, like a blue shirt cop.
But
with, like,
Bo
little-
Buchanan did that before. I thought Big Boss Man did
I thought they
before.
came out together and they were wearing SWAT gear at the Mania.
There
we're
hadn't
gonna
been
have to-
started
we're
like
gonna have to
See, I
Yeah,
thought,
that's
because I thought it was Big Boss Man. Then I thought maybe Bo Buchanan came up with him, like after.
Yeah, because
and
Boss
joined
Man
his
had a
team.
couple runs, and like I think you're right. One of his like the later runs when he had that like Kennel and Hell match and shit, he was wearing SWAT gear.
and
right?
he was wearing SWAT gear
Yeah.
when he hijacked Big Show's dad's coffin.
Yep.
When he
Yeah.
was literally hung, like
Yeah.
just lynched in
That was
front of
classy.
WrestleMania.
That was
Oh my
real
God.
classy when yeah.
He
Just
actually
missed
legit
it.
murdered him.
We'll skip over that too.
Yeah.
Also, rest in peace, Big Boss Man.
R.I.P.
Oh shit!
Yeah, man.
You know what's crazy? How fucking huge he was when he was rocking the blue gear, and then how obviously the gear was covering it, the black
He's a
gear.
big dude, man.
But he was he was huge. He was
a
part of
big
the towers or whatever, wasn't he? The
Twin Towers? I don't remember.
Twin Towers? That was
no. There's a tag.
There
team
was a
called,
tag
like,
team
the
called the Twin
Towers.
Towers, I'm pretty
They were
sure.
called the Twin Towers.
I think
the
so.
World Trade Center. It's like, oh, we can't do this anymore.
But yeah, I think it was Big Boss Man and somebody
Maybe
else.
it's the Twin Powers.
No, that was the Mega Power.
Mega Power.
That was the
That's
Wonder
what-
Twins.
But anyways, okay, so China and Ivory.
China and
I
Ivory.
feel like China should get the win here, but I also wouldn't be surprised if Ivory got it from tomfoolery with Right to Censor getting in there. But I also don't know if they would have China lose on Mania, so I'm going to go China.
Correct.
Yes.
It was only 2.5 minutes. So
China rarely lost, right? She was just such a behemoth.
China winning
I'm
like
throwing out the big boy word today. Behemoth.
ooh.
Behemoth?
Hey,
I said
man.
behemoth, I said bequeathed.
Hey.
Bequeathed. That was a joke, though.
But it was still a big boy word.
It's a big. It's true. It was a big word.
I am
It always felt like China getting the women's title was a bit of a step down for her.
Yeah.
She'd already had the
champion
IC
stuff.
title like
Yeah.
twice, right?
Exactly.
If any woman could have won the Royal Rumble, it probably could have been
Yeah.
her easily.
Beth Phoenix.
Beth Phoenix.
Beth Phoenix had an awesome little run
She
there.
was it.
Yeah.
She was Jack though.
That was
Dude,
good, man.
brah. Edge's wife, he's like, I like a big girl, but
I like Beth Phoenix. I kind of missed most of her run, but I saw
didn't
the
get
end of
any
it.
really.
And
she's great. Yeah.
I thought she played the
Glamazon?
muscular Glamazon
She's
woman very
essentially kind of what Dana Brooke has been trying to be, but
Worse. Did you hear
I
her
don't mind
boyfriend
Dana Brooke
choked to
nowadays.
death? Have you seen Dana Brooks? Side note, have you seen her boyfriend?
well. No.
He's
Oh, did
the
he die?
yeah.
he just said it. He choked.
He's
to death.
but I thought like because he's the biggest, most steroid like he's disgustingly huge, like this huge, and I'm like, oh okay, he had a heart attack.
He was.
No, he choked
Was
on
he?
something. I'm like, how would I get that wrong? Like
I don't even know.
What did he
yeah.
choke on?
white powder, I guess. I don't know. Like he was trying to eat a 10-pound weight. This is probably too soon, but like he was. I will show you a picture after. He was disgustingly huge. Like
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think it
this
was
one.
called.
I can imagine.
It was complications of steroids. It seemed like for sure.
most likely.
Yeah, he got
Too many muscles in
he
his
went a little-
neck.
He went a little mad
Oh
and
my
tried to
God.
eat the protein instead of drinking it.
Too many raw eggs.
And do steroids, kids.
Please.
Do
Well,
steroids.
Unless
In
you're really
moderation,
scrawny
if
and
you
gross,
want.
Do
then
steroids.
You can do steroids if you're not fighting or anything.
Bad
It's not gonna
messaging.
hurt.
My
Don't
mom
do
got
steroids.
steroids.
There's nothing wrong with steroids if you're just trying to get jacked.
Yeah.
That is.
No, they
Wrong.
don't hurt anybody.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
No, sorry, they only hurt yourself.
Oh,
You're only
Jesus
cheating
Christ.
yourself.
Yeah.
You're not
It's
even
like
counting
telling kids
yourself.
not to do cocaine. You can do cocaine if you want, man. You're only hurting yourself.
Bro, you're going to be so much faster.
I don't know how many children are watching this, but you know.
They
I'll
came
put
from the
a
Netherlands.
disclaimer in there.
Not full kids.
Dylan endorses steroids. Shane, not so much. John, in the middle.
In the
John wants cocaine.
John strongly advocates cocaine. Okay, cool.
so yeah,
yeah.
China with the women's title. I mean, like,
She probably did her gorilla press, and
yeah,
Was it-
could have been better. I thought China had a pretty good run in the end, being an Intercontinental champ. I think she was in the Rumble, wasn't she?
She was, yeah.
And like,
Was
had
she
a pretty
in
good
the
showing.
Rumble?
I think she
Really?
was.
yeah, I could see.
It was either last year or this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm talking out of my ass a bit, but I'm pretty sure I remember her in the Rumble.
It would make sense for it to be in the Rumble,
Yeah.
right? Anyways,
Okay, and so next
Home
was-
stretch.
Yeah, match
how many
8.
matches?
Match 8.
Match 8.
Says Shane McMahon and
Against
Mr.
Vince
McMahon.
McMahon. Yeah.
And it's a street fight.
yeah.
Hold on, with Mick Foley,
Yeah.
the special guest referee.
Oh man, I remember this match completely. I'm
Also
pretty
with Steph and Trish Stratus.
sure- dude, this is the one where
Zombie Linda.
Yes, this was Comatose Linda where Vince was drugging her.
That's right.
And Trish brought her down to the ring.
Zombie
Trish,
Linda.
I'm pretty sure Linda gets up and I think kicks Vince in the dick.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure this is where Shane debuted the Coast to Coast.
Yeah.
That was I remember points of that match, man. That was a fun street fight.
It was like a clusterfuck of amazing.
Vince McMahon wore the muscle shirt with the shirt underneath.
Ah, that's right.
So dope.
That's right. I don't know, man. The McMahons always go all out. And I respect the fuck out of it.
Dude, yeah.
Like, that was one of those when they were still doing headshots too. So like,
Holy! I remember Vince taking a few nasty
brutal
ones,
match. Yeah. Shane McMahon wins. Yeah,
correct.
I remember that match.
Correct.
I gotta rewatch that match, man. That match is probably fun as fuck.
So you got 4 matches left, and you got to hit 3 of them.
Yes, I like those odds because and guess what? I know 2 of them. So.
You fucking asshole!
Oh wait, I know all 3. Technically.
Actually, this could be a stumper.
But no, wait, the Battle Royale's not on there?
No, it is. That's why I said fuck you.
We're giving you that one.
But the other 2, I know who wins. But anyways, go on.
So basically, if you hit this, you should be able to hit your mark.
Yeah, I will hit my mark.
You
But...
should be able to hit your mark.
Okay, go ahead.
So tables, ladders, and chairs.
Wait, shouldn't there be 4 matches left?
Yeah, it's 4 matches left.
Oh, I thought you said 3.
No, that was you. I said you have to get 3.
You said I
Out
don't
of
know how
4.
they all end.
Oh,
so
shit,
confident.
sorry. Okay, but I do know, dude, that one's really easy too.
TLC?
Every single TLC match has been won by Edge and Christian.
Oh, you fuck! How did I forget that and you remembered that?
I'm pretty sure
I
literally
remember
everyone.
We talked about that on the
Yeah,
last
I'm pretty sure
WrestleMania one.
every single
I was
one
wondering if you were going to remember.
They've won, yeah. Except for maybe that one on SmackDown. But other than that, I'm pretty sure they've won every single TLC match.
That they've been in. Like, that was these 3.
This was 2, right?
Yeah,
TLC 2?
Yeah.
Technically 3.
Yeah.
Because the triple threat ladder match was technically a TLC match. But this one had the spear off.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh my god.
The hanging spear.
Dude, that was
was
so
insane.
cool.
Iconic, man.
Yeah,
iconic.
very, yeah.
That's like, that was one of those like cringe and jump moments.
Yeah, and Jeff took it, man. Like he could have landed right on his head, man. That
It was pretty
Jeff was crazy back then. Still kind of is.
Oh, and that was that one, or was it SummerSlam where he was on the really, really tall ladder and hit? I think it was Bubba off of it. Remember that?
I think that was. I remember the
was like
really
the
tall
really
swanton
tall-
he did.
Yeah.
And he
Where he
basically
just
landed
dropped.
right on the floor.
Yeah, he just
Oh, with
dropped.
the tables at
Yeah.
Royal Rumble.
Yeah, because they only put one table
Yeah.
there.
And he kind of over rotated and
Yeah.
kind of broke the table,
Was
but his
that-
tailbone was like right on the
All right,
concrete.
Yeah, was that
tailbone,
Mania?
yeah. That might have been
Was this Mania?
SummerSlam.
I think that was SummerSlam.
Yeah.
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 Because I remember that big where I was like, oh shit, that's
That was bad, man.
massive ladder.
Bad. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I don't-
I mean, TLC.
That's a great.
TLC
Yeah.
too.
What more is there to say, right? It's like the best.
Yeah, I remember.
probably the best one they
don't-
had.
I don't fully remember. I remember I rewatched the SummerSlam one not too long ago, and I love rewatching those because as a kid, everything's so crazy, but when you're watching it, you're like, you can see everything being set up.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, they put 2 tables here, they're gonna go through that,
Yeah.
or it's like this here.
If
The
you
la-
set it up, you go through. That's the
yeah,
way.
or
Well,
the
it's like-
ladders like in the seesaw position, and you know they're gonna like.
It's like a magician, right? They're like setting shit up, but you're distracted over here with this.
Exactly.
Well, you got
And
like
as
6
a
guys,
kid,
right? Yeah, fine.
as a kid, you forget too. You're like, oh, I forgot that they put the table there.
Oh, I forgot Rhino was gonna come out.
Oh no.
I think they do a pretty good job nowadays of like setting something up and forgetting about it for 10 minutes and like leaving it out of the camera shot.
Yeah.
And then coming back to it,
Yeah.
like bang, you know?
Yeah, here you go.
Like,
Here's that table. Oh, was this the one where everybody came out?
Yeah.
Where Edge speared Lita and almost killed her?
Yeah.
I think so.
And Rhino
sure.
helped Christian up the ladder.
Dude,
Pretty
so
sure.
awesome.
Pretty sure.
Oh, little Spike Dudley came out too.
Yeah, that was killed.
Oh, little
Spike Dudley.
Spike!
Little
Oh, I love you.
But it was
Amazing
good.
crowd. Yeah, TLC, man. If you've never seen a TLC match, dear God.
They
You're not even trying.
They
No,
fucked
it's
everybody else over because they did so much shit in like the first 3, and they're like,
Yeah.
"What are we
And
supposed to
they
do now?"
fucking well, Edge crew's done because of that, right?
Yeah.
Shitty, yeah. Jeff Hardy
A lot of
somehow is
things.
still alive and
Yeah.
walking.
Oh my God, yeah. Cool. So I got that one. What's
There you
next, Chief? Triple H Undertaker?
No.
Gimmick battle royal
Oh yeah.
with fucking just everybody in the entire world.
The Gobbledygooker won this,
Yes.
right?
Yeah, he
Willie
did.
Gooker.
Locked in.
Hillbilly Jim.
If you scroll down, it'll show you everybody.
I remember.
Yeah,
I
there we
remember this. I remember watching
Duke the
this.
Dumpster Josie. Doink the Clown. Nikolai Volkov. Tugboat. The Goon.
The Goon!
Goon. Fuck yeah. Earthquake.
Earthquake, your boy.
That's my boy. From
John
Delta,
Tenta.
baby.
John Tenta.
Gobbledygooker. Brother Love. Michael P.S. Hayes. One Man Gang, who was a fucking badass.
Yeah.
I can't, man.
Kamala. Kimchi. I don't remember who that is.
Kimchi.
That's Brooklyn Brawler in the Kamala thing. He's doing the gimmick of the Wrangler.
Kimchi.
Kimchi. Kimchi. So fucking racist.
Jim Cornette with his fucking tennis racket, I assume. Repo Man. Holy shit.
Repo.
You guys remember Repo Man?
I remember the
It was
song.
literally just a Repo Man.
Wasn't he like a cat burglar? Didn't he have like a mask?
Yes, but he was, I'm going to take your shit. It was like he was stealing it back from
Yes, he
you.
was a thief.
Hillbilly Jim and Sergeant Slaughter.
Yeah, it was Iron Sheik.
Iron Sheik. Yep.
Fuck.
Because Johnny had a reason.
Yeah, I would have had
He
it.
was the only one who could not physically go over the top rope and land because he might break a hip. So he had to win the match.
Oh my god, that's
Fantastic.
hilarious.
Fun
It's
little
like
tidbit.
such wrestling, you know?
Yeah.
Like, because it doesn't matter who fucking wins that. It's a
Yeah.
piss break, space filler.
Like they wanted Slaughter to be like, oh, okay, big cool moment, but it was just like, Cheek, I cannot go over top rope. Oh, fuck you, I cannot go over. Fuck you.
It was probably like they were walking out, and he was like, "By the way, I cannot fall."
They fucking.
Can I go through middle rope?
No.
Oh, then I can't do it.
No
I'm
shaky
pretty sure
baby.
somebody just went out of the bottom rope too. I forget who it was.
Probably.
But
Yeah,
it was-
just rolled. They're like, yeah, fuck this.
It was a 3-minute battle royale.
That's insane.
So that should
So
show
good.
you how ridiculous that whole thing was. The entrances probably took longer.
Oh yeah. Oh
Nostalgia
god.
That was the
pop,
best
nostalgia
part,
Pop,
yeah.
nostalgia pop, nostalgia pop. Over.
So good.
But-
That's hilarious.
But yes, the next one is Triple H Undertaker.
Yeah, like I said, I remember this is one of my favorite matches too of all time. Remembering it, like I loved how the ref got bumped. They went to the crowd. They had a cool spot from like scaffolding where he just chokeslammed
Oh, the
him.
last ride sledgehammer hit.
That
on the
was
pin.
awesome.
Fantastic.
When he
Super
grabbed it, yeah, that was a really really cool spot.
Triple H shows up pretty large in big matches
Mm-hmm.
a lot of the time. And I think like Taker especially, because I think like everyone else in the friggin' world, he respects the hell out of Taker.
Mm-hmm.
And dudes just wanna like impress him.
Yep.
You know? in
And you
these
you
big
want
spots.
yeah, you know it's gonna be regardless of losing, you're gonna have a great fucking match.
I remember thinking watching this match that like Triple H might actually win too.
Well,
Like-
then I was young too, right? So I totally thought after the sledgehammer, I was like, no,
Me too.
he broke the streak.
Yeah,
No.
me too. I was like, I thought this might actually be the one because like Taker, it was always off and on in Mania. Like he would either have like a match that you knew he was going to win and it was just an attraction match, or like there was like maybe a little bit of intrigue. But this was one of the first ones that actually had some pretty legit intrigue. Where like
What was the record at this point? Was it 12?
Yeah.
13?
something like that.
11 or 12. It
Yeah.
started in
They
91.
weren't seriously like making a big deal out of it yet, but like everybody knew that Taker was undefeated at Mania, and it was kind
There
of
were
a thing.
signs and shit.
I think that was the basis of this kind of ish was like Triple H trying to knock Taker off the mountain.
Yeah.
Which was like Taker's next decade basically was like that story.
Which
Yeah.
Prime Taker, just a side note, like he got so much better after like this match. It was like the Angle match in 06, which was my favorite one.
Yeah.
Fucking,
The Angle match in 06?
Yeah,
Oh, sorry, not
No Way
Mania,
Out.
though. Okay.
no,
yeah.
it's that was
fantastic.
such an underrated match because nobody watched it. It was on like the worst B SmackDown
Never seen
pay-per-view. We gotta watch it sometime because it's
Yeah,
so
it
fucking
good.
good.
Yeah.
Well, we just said
Angle,
we can do a list and talk about it.
Angle has a ton of like underrated matches because like he's one of those dudes that like he's really good, and so it almost gets lost in the shuffle when he has these like fucking great matches. It's like most of his shit's 4-star, 4.5, but
Yeah.
then there's these 5 stars in there, but
Totally
people are
forget
just
about
like Kurt Angle,
I would say off the top of my head, my favorite one right now would be Edge and Kurt Angle, hair versus hair. I
Yeah,
love that match.
that's pretty good.
Pretty
That was,
That
a
was
really
good.
fun match.
That was good. Kurt Angle Benoit, like No Mercy, I think 03 was mine for like a really long time because it was just like 25 minutes of straight technical like mat
put on a
wrestling,
show
and it was
for
ridiculous,
yeah,
man. It
ultimate
was like
submission.
it was like an amateur wrestling match. Like it was like
You
they
keep
actually
saying this ultimate submission thing. What is this?
It was an Iron Man match, but you could only win by submission.
Okay.
And there was the two of them. It was on a Raw.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
it
yeah.
was
Sorry
fucking
to
amazing.
interrupt. He kept saying this. I'm
I like the word ultimate submission.
just kept mumbling under your breath.
they should use that more. That's good.
Yeah.
They should use that
Sorry.
more. That's good.
Didn't derail you.
I don't remember.
Sorry. You're talking about Kurt Angle, No Way Out, Chris Benoit's great.
Oh yeah,
match.
it was just like it was basically like an amateur wrestling match. Like they were just like they basically had the circle inside the square and they
Man.
stuck in it, and it was
Sick.
dope, man. Like it was submission, back and forth. But
I will say quick side note as well. On the part of the Taker streak, me and my buddy in grade 6, I believe, we had to create our own board game. We created one called Road to WrestleMania. And the whole purpose was you had to get around the board to WrestleMania, where you had to beat The Undertaker. And you had to do that by, you had to roll the dice and call your number. And if you called the right number, you won. If you didn't, you had to go back to like a pay-per-view or something. Nobody played it. At the end of the
It's a
year, we got
Screwjob
to,
board game.
yeah. Well, at the end of the year, we got to play everybody's board games. Nobody played ours.
No,
And people would come over.
dice, Dylan.
Well, people would come over like, "What is this game?" We're like, "We're just made it. Like, what is it? Wrestling game?" Like, "Oh, okay."
Moving
Bye.
on. That'll get
so
the
much
chicks.
effort.
That really gets the chicks, buddy.
Yeah, they
It's
really
wrestling
do.
games. Wrestling games.
But it was a
Wrestling
fun game.
board
We should
games.
definitely know what we should do. I'm gonna because I remember the rules and shit. I'll make it again and we'll play it.
Yes.
It seems like kind of like D&D, but with wrestling.
Kind of. It was a full circle, and it was like each match, like you get to certain parts, and you have to like roll the dice to win matches, and you could get like weapons and shit.
You should rework it to be like a D&D, like you roll this and you can do like a roll up or like a super like
Well,
simpler,
you could
like how you win matches.
Yeah, you
and
could also
shit.
do it as like an entire like a storyline.
Yeah, something.
It's like a from like 6-month period. It's like this feud or something. And I also created a card game that was essentially Pokemon, but
yeah, I did it first, baby.
oh yeah, man, I put so much in it. Like I actually had like that. Like I made sure I gave everybody like HP, and I gave them moves and put their like full power down to the
We should
moves.
do this for wrestling nowadays.
We could sell those. Yeah.
I think McFoley kind of did it. I
Really?
looked into it, but anyway, sorry, sidetrack. We're gonna play that board game though.
We do the board game.
Absolutely.
So Triple H obviously, or sorry, Undertaker obviously won.
Wow.
You
Yeah,
almost
that's
fucked it up.
And then we got into the main event here, right?
Main event. Stone
Can
Cold.
I say this one?
Sure. There you go.
Stone Cold Steve Austin versus The Rock, where it was built that Stone Cold needs to beat The Rock.
Yeah.
He's like, I have to beat you. And the song was, I think it was My Way by Limp Bizkit.
I gotta do it.
That was
Sure as shit was.
such a great like
Sure as shit
package.
was. Yeah.
I remember
check-
seeing that
check out
package.
my melody.
It's just recycled for 2 minutes. Just the same things over and over again, but it was so much fun.
Oh, who gives a shit?
way on the highway.
Highway. Yeah, that was a big
Where
deal.
Stone
man.
Cold's in the ring and The Rock gets in. He's doing Yeah, I love that. It's such a great power. He's like,
I mean, that was the feud, of that era. And
oh god, yeah.
Like,
And that's the best feud like of all time. Other than maybe McMahon and Austin in terms of like everything.
yeah.
But the Rock Stone Cold matches and shit. Yeah,
Head
That was
cheese
their
too cool, man.
That was their second Mania, right?
yeah
And
their
then-
first one was 15.
And then they ended with another one. Well,
15.
Stone Cold ended with another one.
15
That was-
where
yeah,
the
my
Rock
first
had
Mania.
the Rock had the sick chops.
Oh yeah.
The Rock had those
Yep.
dope chops. But yeah,
So
they
did
went,
I. So did I.
you had those too?
Oh hell.
It was 15, 17, and 19.
Yeah. That's cool. I didn't
Yeah.
know that. I didn't realize that. Every second year.
It's like we each got one.
So right now, what was your favorite one? Top of your head, 15, 17, or 19?
First one.
Yeah?
Last one just because I watched it live and I didn't know either of them and I was like, I like Stone Cold.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
It was like
When did you start watching wrestling?
03? SummerSlam 03, yeah. Or no,
So you're not
SummerSlam,
really like,
No Way Out or something.
You're not really like a Rock or Stone Cold fan then.
No,
Oh, I got like prime Rock Stone Cold, man.
Same
That
here.
was like
I was like a
my
Benoit
era.
fan, sadly.
Yeah.
But
That's crazy. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I grew up on Rock, man. That was like,
Same here. That
like
was
when
same
Rock
boy.
started to get big. That was when I kind of got into it, and it was like I had like the same kind of arc, as Rock. Like he was just coming in when I started, and like he rose up.
I was back and forth of depending on who was the heel and who was the face.
Yeah.
Who I liked more.
just like my mom. She's like, I hate that Seth Rollins. Is he still a bad guy? Oh no, he's good now. I like him. He does cool flips. I like the flips.
Is your mom Jewish?
She is. Yeah, Dylan, you have a problem with that?
No. Old Jewish lady voice.
Everyone says she's like, is your mom Jewish? I'm like, am I Jewish? Joey tells you that all the time. Our old camera guy.
But yeah, this was a great match. I remember this match. I love this match. Like
Story
I said, that's
heavy.
spoiled for me.
very story heavy.
Um,
Tell the story. Did you tell the story on camera?
I
Or was
thought I
that
told
was that
you.
pre?
I thought it was on camera,
I
wasn't
don't
it?
know.
I tell you.
We're just so damn comfortable.
Pretty sure it was totally on camera. But yeah, basically, me and my friends would always record them, but we would always watch them fully. But because Mania is longer, I had to go to bed. And when I woke up the next day, I went to rewatch the match, and my stepmom's brother was there, and he'd watched it, and he basically spoiled it when The Rock was walking out. He's like, "Oh, it's a shame you lost." And I'm like, "Well, why am I gonna watch it now, you fucking asshole?" 30 minutes of just knowing The
You know
Rock's
what's
gonna
coming.
lose.
Yeah.
But I will say though, as a kid, an impressionable kid, is that a right word? Cool.
You got
I don't
it.
know what the word is.
I know, man. A word of the
There
day
were
calendar.
times, where I still thought maybe he was wrong. And I was like, no, The Rock totally wins. He's gonna win. He's
Isn't it
gonna
great?
kick out.
Isn't it great to be a kid?
I know.
You suspend disbelief like
Yeah.
crazy. You're like, fuck that. This
Even
is
if
what
you
I want.
know in your
Yeah.
mind, you're like, no, I can change it.
Yeah.
Yes, by will.
No, it was memorable for sure. Kicked off Stone Cold's heel turn.
His hated heel turn. I don't think anybody liked it.
I didn't. I hated him.
Nobody got into it.
No.
Guitar stuff, funny.
It was okay.
Well, it was funny when he was doing the jokey stuff with McMahon, and he's like, "I need the old Stone Cold." I love that.
It was okay. It was mostly just because he was hurt, wasn't it? And like, he couldn't really wrestle a ton, but he had to stay on TV.
Maybe.
And like, he ended up just playing a guitar annoyingly. And like,
Kumbaya, my lord.
Hugs and shit.
yeah, I didn't mind that whole thing. It was just like, I don't know, man. It was you're walking back a lot of the shit you just got big on, you know.
Well, he said his biggest regret in his life was turning heel.
Some people shouldn't turn heel. Like
Not hitting his wife.
That's true. That should have been a bigger one.
Jesus Christ, you.
Well, in wrestling sense, I'm not speaking for
hitting
Stone
his
Cold here.
hitting his wife counts as wrestling. I don't know.
Deborah was in wrestling.
His worst career move.
Yeah, because like it kind of, I don't know, man. Like heel turns can be huge, obviously, for people. Like Rock would be nothing without it, but some people just kind of fucking shouldn't. And like Stone Cold was one of those people, being so anti-authority. The only way to turn heel is to go authority, and it just kind of destroys the character.
He was
entirely.
already a heel in a sense, but a heel for the people.
He was an anti-hero.
Yeah.
Right? And it's like, in any other era, Stone Cold is a heel. But that was the changing landscape. And it was like, past that point, everybody to be a heel kind of, it was like the birth of the chicken shit heel. Being like the kind of heel. Right? Because when you can't have any heroes be villains, then you kind of just have to disrespect them in some way. That's the only way to really get that grease, right? And yeah, man, it was like the birth of the chicken shit heel. It sucks because I hate the chicken shit heel.
I'm a big fan of chicken shit heel.
I shouldn't say I hate it.
When it's done right, it's like amazing.
It can be amazing when it's done right.
Yeah,
but it takes so long to get respect. Like someone like Jinder. Right?
That's shitty.
Like Jinder was champ for 6 months.
Yeah.
And he played chicken shit real well. Seth Rollins was J&J.
Oh, he was,
but like
Jinder was terrible as a chicken shit heel. You can't
Yeah,
make
he
a
wasn't
guy.
good.
You can't make a guy that big. Like I think the only one that kind of worked, and I can't remember how chicken shit he was, but Triple H. Jack guy, but he was pretty chicken shit, but not fully.
Because he had
He was just a bad.
he was doing the authority thing, right?
No. I mean, no. Triple H back like 2000, 2001 Triple H when he wore the jean jacket. He was the game.
Yeah.
He was when he was champ, man. He was kind of a chicken shit. Like he would do that thing where he'd come to the ring to challenge you and then walk away. I remember he was the first guy who did that and it pissed me off.
Yeah.
But he still would win his matches on his own. I don't know.
G-Jack and Triple H was usually face. Or badass enough to not be a villain. Triple H's like heel wheelhouse is snobby douche, right?
Paul Jean-Paul Levert.
But
Hunter
like,
Harris Helmsley's my favorite version of Triple H.
Terrorizing.
Terrible.
I didn't get that until like last month.
Seriously?
Yeah, kind of. I thought his name was just like Tara Strong.
Yeah.
Tara.
Did you not watch his doc?
That's because he called The Rise of Terrorizing.
No, but in his doc he talks about how his name on the card was Terrorizing, and he goes to the promoter. He's like, "No, I want like a real name." Fine, cut it in half. Your name's Terrorizing.
Terrorizing.
just the that Triple H story about DDP or the Diamond Cutter I put up on the Twitter the other day. It was like apparently Triple H started using the Diamond Cutter when he was getting big in WWF.
Really?
Yeah. But
When is there footage of this? Because I've never seen him do the diamond.
yeah, he used it as like a nothing move, and DDP called him up and asked him to stop.
Hey, yo, monkey! What are you doing?
He said, hey bro, this move's my meal ticket, bro.
Yeah.
I need this to get over. You don't.
Yeah.
Can you let me have it? And Triple H apparently did, and he's never done it since.
That's great.
And it's true. DDP would not have gotten over without that move.
Probably not. Yeah.
No.
That was
Watching him in WCW, he was like blue collar champion, right? And like he was kind of like, if he didn't hit that Diamond Cutter though, like that was his like secret weapon. It was like a bullet, you know.
No, you know what? It's not the Diamond Cutter that got him over. Let's be honest here. We know what got him over.
Yes.
Bang.
Nope.
What, his wifey?
Nope. It's starring role.
Ready to run.
Ready to run.
That was years after. That was 2000.
God damn it. Cut it off.
We're done here.
So, WrestleMania X-7 in review. Pretty damn good show.
It's a good card.
Pretty damn good show. Good
From
card.
what we remember.
The higher up matches, yes. There was a lot of bullshit dumb matches. But
This whole era was half bullshit.
Pretty much.
I mean, like, you look at cards nowadays and they're kind of still the same. You still get, like, the first, like, half of them are worth nothing.
No, but the thing is, it's nice that there's only 6 matches,
Yeah.
so at least you're gonna get like 50. Everybody gets like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
It's decent, yeah.
Well, Mania always they always bring Mania at least. Like Mania nowadays is a pretty big deal. Every match counts. Usually nowadays.
Yeah, and
if you get the card.
there's no bullshit.
There's none of this stuff where like everybody just kind of gets smash jammed on the card. Like
except
you
for
get
the
a bit
Battle
of
Royal
smash
now.
jam,
Battle
but it's
Royal.
like it still has like they find a way to make more sense instead of just just Incredible and X-Pac versus Grandmaster Sexay and
just
Steve
put tag
Blackman.
teams
I got
together,
everything I ever wanted.
But yeah, pretty good Mania. Established a lot of like probably the next 5 years or so was like this is a good indication of like where they were going.
Can you see the tagline for this? Because I'm pretty sure it's like
Believe in yourself.
No, it plays off the Houston we have a problem.
Yeah, Houston, we have a problem.
It actually is Houston we have a problem. Oh, I thought they did something worse, like Houston.
No, it's right on the poster. It says Houston, we have a problem.
Angelica
I have
Houston,
this on
we have a
VHS.
problem.
The sweet turtleneck rock
Dude,
pose
no fanny pack though.
and the eyebrow.
That's not a turtleneck, is it?
Oh, it's up there. It might be a shirt,
it's
but it's
turtly
it's
enough.
getting there.
Yeah.
It's getting there.
But yeah, it's turtle.
Am I not turtly? No.
Get out of here, Dana Carvey.
That's my shitty movie to reference.
Master of Disguise.
It's the best, bro.
Yeah, no.
So yeah, back in the day.
Pay-per-view, yeah.
Back in
Back
the
in the day.
WrestleMania X-7. Because we all remember these things differently, being from different eras and starting in different places.
Yeah.
And we all barely remember the matches.
Basically.
It's fun to reflect about the era more than anything.
It's fun to just say, hey, this match happened, let's laugh at it and move on. That's all we did.
True enough.
That's what we did for the first 5 matches.
Oh god.
What? That was a match? Alright.
That was for the last
Dumpster
one too. Like
match.
we did WrestleMania 2000, and that
Yeah,
was
it's the same
basically
thing,
that.
yeah.
It was just like, what? Half this card's a
The
freaking
dumpster
joke,
match.
man.
Hell yeah, man.
So, yeah, WrestleMania X7.
We're good.
Catch us next time for another Back in the Day and other video segments.
Yeah,
KPS, baby.
Yeah.
Follow us on Insta, Twitter, all the things.
And Facebook now.
Yeah.
Facebook.
And also Facebook.
I created
Thanks, guys. KPS.
KPS.
Goodbye. KPS.